Hello! My friend recently bought a Volkswagen camper van and he wanted to put a diesel-fired night heater, diesel heater type thing in it. Now, many years ago, when I looked at diesel heaters for my own purposes, you had the choice of Webasto or Eberspacher, is that how you say Eberspacher? And you would be lucky if you got any change from £1,000. Now, it appears that the Chinese have finally copied it, and you can get a diesel heater that looks the same as a Webasto or Eberspacher for £120 delivered. We bought this one off of eBay, one of them. So let's open it up and see what we get. Well, I'm gonna guess this is the fuel tank. Some sort of mounting plate has just left the building. Is that their diesel thing? Oh yes, that's definitely a mounting plate. That's for the intake and exhaust holes for the floor or the wall, depending how you orientate it. Oh, a little teeny tiny exhaust. Ah, isn't that cute? What's in here? Info bearing. There's my Salon F again. Alright, so let's just take it all out of this box and get the box to fuck. Goodbye box. I presume this is a box of accessories, as it's very light. Anyway, as I said, so you wouldn't get much for less than £1,000. So delivered from China, £120. Yep, that's ducting, intake ducting, exhaust ducting. Oh, lots of Jubilee clips, fuel filter, and all sorts of various pipes. Oh, a little ducty vent. I'm going to assume that's fuel line. And that looks like lots of plugs for power and control. Nice. That means that hopefully this is the main unit. We'll try not chop through it. There it is. This appears to be the controller, I'm guessing as such, from the on and the off button, and this appears to control the temperature. Oh wow, it doesn't have a top. Okay, that's kind of interesting. A little teeny tiny fuel pump. It's got a good weight, so generally a good start. A bit of polystyrene. And this is what we're... Oh yes. It's got a good weight, that's a good sign. Inlet, exhaust, fuel. What did we end up with? Heating, oh, this is the 1 to 2 kilowatt version. 12 volts, 40 watts. We'll see what takes. So my main barrage of tests are going to be thermal, using the FLIR, to see what the thermal output is. I have a set of gas testers, so we're going to be able to measure like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, and see if there's any output where it shouldn't have any output, because the free air that's coming straight through shouldn't have any gases in it, and the exhaust gases, well, I expect it to be exhaust gases and have exhaust in them, but we can test all of that. Also test what sort of current it pulls, and if it actually makes any reasonable heat output. Right, first of all I'm going to pop the top off and have a look inside, because, well, why else would we be here? You will of course have noticed that I've gone nowhere near the instructions. Instructions? What are instructions for? So this is the blower fan, so presume it sucks air in through this end, then over the heat exchanger. So this kind of works in a different way to your, we've got your Fireball workshop heaters. It doesn't actually blow diesel fumes out, it burns them all inside this chamber. Your diesel fumes exit via the exhaust and it just blows cold air over this now hot surface, and you get heated air coming out this end. So you get nice hot air without getting gassed to death. It actually looks pretty not too bad. I don't really want to take it to bits because we kind of want it to work in the camper, but we will most certainly fire it up and see what it does. Right, I will now construct all of these bits together into a working desktop model so we can test it. Let's do that. Okay, let me walk you around the test setup. Originally I was using the desktop power supply, but it's not got enough current to start this thing, and you'll see why in a minute. So I have a fully charged battery, my DC clamp meter, the diesel heater just propped up in a couple of boxes, exhaust pipe which I've sprayed with black matte heat resistant paint so we can get an accurate temperature reading on it, the little exhaust silencer. The wires, there's only 2 wires to join up, so that's negative and positive. That's all that you have to join up. Everything else just plugs into where it goes. That's the controller, that's the fuel pump, and that's my fuel tank. And some blue silicone hose to join all together. Now, the startup procedure in this is gobbledygook. Mostly gobbledygook. I've kind of worked out what it was they were trying to say. So when you first power this on, like when you first actually give it electricity, what I should do is disconnect it first and start again and show you. Can I do it one-handed? No. Right, let me disconnect its power. Right, it should have gone. No, wait, does that disconnect everything? We're about to find out. So, when you first power on, you turn this thing all the way up to maximum, according to instructions, and you press and hold the off button. All the lights go out, you count to 5 seconds, and then the pump starts priming, because that's the only way to prime it to get all the air out of the thing. If you're pressing it, it stops, but if you just leave it to do it, it runs for like a minute or two. So if you've got the big long pipe work all the way through the thing, it should pump it all the way up to it, and then it's ready to start. You basically just press this on off button and it will all fire up. Hold on, I'll put the clamp meter on because you'll like this. So let's take it to the 20 amp rating. Bear in mind that's the maximum, as in it's going to be more than the 2 amp rating. DC, 0 out, put it around there, and we're drawing, what's that, 5 milliamps just now. And hold on, let's use all the cameras at once. So here is the, can you see it? Yes, that's the clamp meter. I'm now going to press the on off button. Oh wait, let me turn it up and press it. You'll be able to hear it hopefully in the background. Like, oh, that's okay, like 1 amps, 2 amps, 2 amps, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 6 amps. I'm just going to turn you around so you can see there's a little bit of smoke starting to come out the exhaust. Don't worry, I've got the extractor fan on, we're not going to die. Oh god, there goes 8 amps. So it was about here that my, oh there's 9 amps. My power supply sagged and the voltage went too low and the thing turned off because it gave up. But 9 amps is what it pulls at its initial startup to heat up the glow plug inside. So that's what it's doing just now. You can see from the smoke. And I can smell it's just pure diesel at the moment. There's no burning. So it stays there for a while. obviously it heats up the combustion chamber. I don't know if you can hear this now. Start pumping. Can you hear it starting to pulse? It's firing up. Hear the fan speed getting faster and faster and faster. Currently pulling 9 amps. The smoke from the exhaust is dissipated. It's now just like warm, well, emissions. I was going to say warm air, it's not air, it's emissions. Oh, we've missed it. There's the current's dropped away now just over an amp. Should now be burning away quite happily. Yes, I can confirm there is warm air blowing out the front. Hot exhaust gas coming out exhaust. And we're pulling just over an amp now, which is not too bad. Right, let's get some thermal readings. Okay, you're going to have to forgive the slightly juddery video because the FLIR only records so hot. Not so hot, but so fast. So that should be a fairly accurate representation of the exhaust temperature, which appears to be about over 150 degrees, because that's as hot as my FLIR goes. Let's try down this end of the exhaust. Yeah, it's still over 150. The intake side is our ambient 10 degrees. Let me get round to the outlet without setting myself on fire. Let's peer into the innards. So there we go, that's over 150 degrees at that part. The central core is about 80. The outside housings only about 50 degrees. It's got a good warmth off it. It is nice and warm. But inside's plenty hot. As you can see, the unit itself isn't really getting very hot. What's that? Let's sweep across. The pump's heating up a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. And, well, you can see the heat coming from the exhaust. You can actually see the heat coming out of the thing. Right, I have turned off the extractor fan so that we can get a base reading for the decibels, which will involve me not talking for a moment. We'll call it 44. I'm calling it 44. Okay, let's fire up this bad boy then. We are up and running at... I've turned it down to its lowest setting. I don't know if you can actually see it on the camera. It's got one dot of red. This is the one dot. .68 decibels. Just slightly off the exhaust, I'm reading 75. And over at the fan. Okay, directly in the fan blower, I'm getting like 94 decibels, but that's directly in the airstream. Just off the side, I'm getting 75. You can see over there, 75. So ideally, you'd be putting this in, you know, somewhere out of the way, in a box, perhaps under a seat, and just having everything. Obviously, exhaust's going to be outside, so that's going to be fairly quiet. It's going to be outside, but it's still a loud unit. Right, let's do some gas testing. So on the big one, we've got percentage carbon dioxide and parts per million of NO. Which one's NO? Is that nitrous? Nitrogen? Nitrous oxide? Or parts per million? NO2 is nitrous oxide. So let's. Oh, and this one's reading carbon monoxide and parts per million. So, can you see that? Right smack in the exhaust. That's your carbon monoxide. So plenty of carbon monoxide to kill you with. Now here's the carbon dioxide going up now. So there you go. You're dead. So yeah, you're gonna definitely want to have the exhaust vented outside. But if we actually test in the actual hot air output, it should be zero of everything. So no carbon monoxide, no hydrogen disulfide, which is always good. Yeah, no carbon dioxide. So yes, that's definitely why you vent the exhaust in the outside, because that fills up with carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide pretty quickly. Right, let's turn this off. So when you turn it off, what it does is it stops pumping fuel, and this flashes, I should say. You should see can you see the fan flashing? The fan symbol? Maybe not. Anyway, the fan flashes on the controller. The fuel pump goes down to like a really low speed. It brings the the glow plug back on. It must be to get rid of the last of the fuel inside it. And then it just runs the fan inside to cool the actual unit down so it's not hot. And this can take like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. I don't know if you can hear it pulsing the last of the. And once it's done that, it runs on and runs on and runs on till the unit's cold, cold, you know, not a flame source, a source of ignition. We probably have like 0.03 parts per million of nitrous oxide in here at the moment. Who would have guessed it from burning diesel? Was it nitrous oxide or nitrogen no, that must be nitrogen dioxide. Nitrogen dioxide? Jesus, I don't know. Anyway, you're not supposed to breathe them. There you go. The fan just sped up there to finish off the cooling cycle. Well, what can I say about it? For £120, you probably can't really go wrong with this. Not a lot to it. Pump, air unit, you get all the, what do we call it? Ducting, that's the word. Ducting, vents, all the bits. You literally just need to give it a power supply. I presume the Webastos and the air dispatchers all must draw a good sized current to heat the coil up. I'm going to shut this thing up. Stop it beeping. Stop beeping at me. You too. But yeah, if you are looking for a diesel heater and don't really want to pay the huge cost of Webasto or Eberspatcher, I'd give these a go. And this is just a 2 kilowatt. They do a 4, or they do a 3.5 kilowatt as well. But it'll just be exactly the same, just use more fuel. Maybe slightly bigger. No, I'm quite impressed that it didn't explode in my first plugging it in, and it actually runs. So, we can fit that in the camper then. Now. Well, not now. Maybe in the summer when it's not so cold outside.